With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, The Skinner Law Firm, Laddie's, Trips Flooring, Jambo Construction and Fencing, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Smallwood and Small Insurance, CMA Honda of Winchester, Bechtel Jewelers, Cody's Auto Body, Rock's Local Markets, CMA Toyota Chevrolet of Martinsburg, Orsini's Home Store, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, and by Hagerstown Ford.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Martinsburg as we get you set for West Virginia high school baseball action here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. The Martinsburg Bulldogs play a doubleheader today, starting with Game 1 against the Petersburg Vikings, and Game 2 will be against the Kaiser Golden Tornadoes. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me is Spencer Dupuis, Colin McLaughlin, and Braden Schaffner on camera throughout the day. And back in the studio, Dylan Bishop here on the Skinner Law Firm Countdown to First Pitch. Skinner Law Firm Injury and Consumer Rights Lawyers. Call them at 304-245-6613 or go to skinnerfirm.com. And Spencer, it's a Martinsburg team that's had a tough week in the EPAC. On paper, you get lower classification teams here today, so you like your chances in that sense, but then it's a Petersburg team that's playing really good baseball right now and a Kaiser team that's one of the best teams in their area. So while they are smaller schools, they're certainly not pushovers today.
Yeah, they're definitely not. And, you know, when you see these people come in, I mean, this game's being pushed back an hour due to the rain earlier this morning. But, Nick, it's turned out to be a great day here. It's going to be probably the hottest day of the year so far. I believe temps getting up to the 70s when the sun is out today. It should be a great day for baseball here. So they'll play 3 in this game, or this today. We'll broadcast the 2 Martinsburg games with the 2 teams that are playing later, or 2 teams Martinsburg plays. They're going at it between games here. But, you know, you never you never want to overlook an opponent. And, we've talked to Coach Byler about that all season long. And, these Saturdays games that he kind of does that is to get his younger team some more reps. And I think that's going to be good today. You'll hear in the interview who he's got going on the bump for him, and it's a young guy, and I think that could be helpful for him to be able to get some Saturday action.
You mentioned the weather here today, and looking at it, it should be a good day for baseball, but we also have this wind warning that we don't know when that will kick in, which could get up to 50-mile-per-hour winds this afternoon. So we will have to wait and see if it's a great day for baseball. But as of right now and for Game 1, everything is looking good on the forecast here. Our weather, since we already kind of ran it down, is brought to you by CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg on Foxcroft Avenue, home of the lifetime limited protein warranty. Powertrain. I don't know what couldn't read there. With every new vehicle that we sell at no additional cost to you. And, Spencer, what do you think's been kind of the issue for Martinsburg? I know you haven't really been around necessarily, but just looking back at some box scores, they had kind of a weird game with Musselman where Musselman was attacking almost every, early pitch on Michael Lupus's day. He only threw about 70 pitches, but still, you fall in that one, and you fall to Hedgesville after having that 1-0 lead. So what's kind of been your takeaway, I guess?
I think my takeaway is here, it's a young team that Martinsburg has. There's some guys coming back, but every team, you can't be perfect all year. They're going to hit something somewhere, and you're glad that you're hitting it early. But it's a tough conference stretch for you that you hit this 3-game lull in conference play. And, if you're Martinsburg, you obviously want to get out of it today. But it's something that, you're going to see throughout the season. And, just looking right now at the two teams that were in the regional championship last year, they're not where they were a year ago. And, it takes some time, and, you got to work together with new people, get in sync, and, didn't really help kind of having, some time where you're supposed to play a game, didn't play a game, and it's this time of year where you're going to get a lot of cancellations. But I think that, you use these Saturday games to get better when you can kind of tinker with the lineups.
Yeah, that's true. And I think also the point I was going to make is that, like you said, a young team, and it's a long, short season, as Coach Grove of Hedgesville likes to remind us. So you play a lot of games in a short period of time. You're going to have those stints where things look good, things look bad. But I'm sure this team will be playing better baseball as we head toward the end of the year. And they start off the year really strong. So, it's just kind of a few games here where they've had some slip-ups. But you're playing good competition. That's going to happen. We're going to take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will hear from both teams' head coaches. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
You've been in an accident. The choice of a lawyer may be the biggest decision you make for you and your family's future. At Mansion Ferretti, we offer a free consultation and no fees until we win your case. Call us today and protect your future. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Rock's Grab and Go is made fresh daily. Grab and Go, now available at Rock's local market. Rock's Grab and Go is made fresh daily. Grab and Go, now available at Rock's local market.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park as we get into our coaches' interviews, brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. We'll now hear from the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler, and then hear from Petersburg's coach, Landis. We're now here with the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler. Coach, it's been a tough week for your team. What have you kind of learned with this group over this week and some tough EPAC losses?
Well, I think it's been a tough week because we played some tough teams. I mean, Washington, Hedgesville, and Musselman are 3 very good teams. I felt like 2 of those games we kind of beat ourselves a little bit, but you got to go hats off to Musselman. I mean, they came out and they beat us. They hit the ball very well. Mike Lupus only threw, 70 pitches in a complete game effort, so if you would have told me he was going to throw 70, I would have said we had a really good shot, and I think we did have a good shot. You know, they just hit the ball a little bit more than we did with runners in scoring position.
Today a doubleheader against Petersburg and Kaiser, 2 smaller classification schools, but teams with good records on the season and some talent. So what are you trying to get out of the guys here today with this doubleheader?
Well, I think Petersburg's won 4 in a row, and Kaiser's if you look in the Times News, Cumberland Times News up in Maryland, they're ranked #2 in their ranking. So both teams are very capable. We just have to, our goal today is to go 2-0 and kind of get back on our winning ways, and just want to see the kids compete. Probably going to give some kids some opportunities that haven't had opportunities yet. Freshman Jameer Brown making his first appearance on the mound today. So we're looking for good things out of him. We got all the faith in the world in him.
I know you got some young guys out there today. Overall, I mean, you have a young team, so is it still trying to figure out the lineup or just wanting to give some guys some different opportunities today?
Well, I think we have, the good thing about us and bigger schools, you have a whole lot of competition. I think you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you just kind of set the same lineup out there every day, especially losing 3 in a row. So we just need to give some guys some shots, and I think, like I tell them every day in practice, is a new day to compete and an opportunity, and we're going to try and find 9 guys that give us the best chance to win.
All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck today.
Thanks, Nick.
Here, Coach Landis of the Petersburg Vikings. Coach, your team off to a good start, taking on Martinsburg here today. What have you liked out of the guys so far?
I like the work ethic that they've shown, and I've got a lot of young kids, but they're willing to get after it, and that's what I like, that they're putting in the hard work to get where we're at right now.
Get to come down here for this kind of mixer with Martinsburg and Kaiser. What are you hoping to get out of the guys today?
Well, I want to see some of our young pitchers today. Of course, we've used several pitchers this week. This will be 6 games for us this week. I want to see what the young pitchers can do on the mound. I think they've done well so far, but I just want to keep them on the mound, keep them throwing, and get some of these young kids more bats.
You mentioned having a young team. Who have been some guys that have stepped up for you as a leadership perspective?
Well, certainly we've got Bumby Van Meter, who's our senior, and he plays, pitches, plays first base and outfield, but he's been throwing the ball well. Our shortstop, Peyton Tengler, is doing very well. He's a sophomore. He started last year as a freshman. Our catcher's a sophomore, Clay Arball. So those guys have been doing well. And then we have a junior that came out this year, Ethan Taylor, who is playing the outfield for us, and he's really helped the team.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Good luck today.
All right. Thank you.
We're now joined. That does it for our coaches' interviews. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll get into the EPAC baseball roundup here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Jambo Construction and Fencing Company, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company right here in the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia that specializes in decks, fencing, and hardscaping. Find us on Facebook at Jambo Construction and Fencing to see more of the projects we've completed. For a free estimate, you can call Bo Bartley at 304-268-5452 or Jamie Gall at 304-279-5053. We are licensed and insured in the state of West Virginia, and as Martinsburg alums, we say, go Bulldogs.
You can play, work, and explore without joint pain. Whether it's a strain, sprain, or fracture, WV Medicine, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine can help you live without joint pain. Our expert team of surgeons offer the exceptional care you expect for the injuries you don't, specializing in joint replacement, sports and traumatic injuries, hip and knee disorders, foot and ankle surgery, hand and wrist surgery, and shoulder reconstruction. Call 304-725-BONE today to learn how you can live without joint pain.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg here on the Skinner Law Firm Countdown to First Pitch. I'm Nick Verzolini, alongside me Spencer Dupuis, Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop, along with Braden Schaffner, our other cameraman here this afternoon. As we get into the EPAC Baseball Roundup, brought to you by Jambo Construction and Fencing, LLC, a veteran-owned company that specializes in decks, fencing, and hardscaping. For a free estimate, you can call Bo Bartley at 304-268-5452. Spencer, we had some games last night, and we were supposed to have some games today. I'm not sure if we still have any other games today.
Yeah, at the beginning of the week, there were a bunch of teams, a few teams were supposed to head up to Morgantown for that big tournament. I don't know exactly what happened with that tournament. I'd have to get some confirmation. But last night there was a few big conference games, including Washington hosting Jefferson. It was a Jefferson in that Jefferson County rivalry. Jefferson won they had a shutout, 5-0. Something concerning to me though. I'll have to talk with get some information. I looked on the box score last night from Game Changer. It said Shipe only went the first inning on the mound, just 15 pitches. Hopefully he is healthy and everything's good there. Caleb Fletcher came in 5 innings, got the win. He gave up 1 hit and 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Ryan Hefner came in for the last inning with 2 walks and 1 strikeout. So a 1-hitter the Cougars had, combined 1-hitter. They get the win, a big win after losing to Hedgesville and Musselman this week. So a big win for them. And then I believe Hedgesville and Spring Mills went at it. It was a 12-1 victory for the Eagles. The Eagles off to a hot start, 8-3 on the year now. But looking at some games today, let me double check here. As we talked about, they're supposed to be that Morgantown tournament. Things have kind of changed here. I believe Musselman, who was slated to be in there, is now a doubleheader against Greenbrier East. I believe they're playing at the Beckley Minor League Stadium today. That'll start here at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. against Greenbrier East. Spring Mills, though, they're still playing. According to Game Changer, they are playing at Morgantown today at 5:30 p.m. And Washington is off today. That's really the EPAC Baseball Roundup.
All right, very good. A lot going on here in EPAC baseball season as things start to pick up. Definitely looking forward to it. But let's get into our starting lineups, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. We'll start with the visitors, the Petersburg Vikings, leading off the left fielder, number 10, Taylor. Batting second, the first baseman, number 1, Van Meter. Batting third, the second baseman, number 2, Coy Kendall. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 6, Tingler. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 14, Kuhn. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 11, Arball. Batting seventh, the pitcher, number 3, Reel. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 18, Wolford, who's actually being DH'd for by Mozzie. So Mozzie will be batting eighth. And then rounding out the lineup, the right fielder, number 5, Roball. And then for your Martinsburg Bulldogs, the home team, leading off and playing center field, number 7, Jordan Cabby. Batting second, the third baseman, number 24, Braden Oviedo. Batting third, the first baseman, number 3, Michael Lupus. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 4, Landon Sifford. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 5, Carson Buber. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 8, Ben Reisenweber. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 15, Christian Alter. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 25, Isaac Grove. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 2, Everhart. And that is your Martinsburg lineup, or both teams' starting lineups, I should say. We'll take our final 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have first pitch. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons number 1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Jameer Brown gets the start here today for the Bulldogs as we get you set for first pitch. Brought to you by CMA's Chevy of Martinsburg. Make your way to CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg on Foxcroft Avenue today for quality vehicles, a friendly team, and professional service at every step of the way. Chevy. Find new roads. So Jameer Brown getting the start here today, and first chance to see the freshman on the mound this season for the Bulldogs, a guy that has a lot of talent. We assume he's been able to do it other positions, Spencer, but they're really excited about him, and be interested to see how he throws out there on the mound today.
Yeah, it will be, and looking today as they delayed things an hour here to make sure the outfield could really dry out. So this game getting started here at noon. Petersburg and Kaiser set to play around 2:30, and then Martinsburg and Kaiser will go at it for the nightcap of the day at 5 p.m. will be around first pitch time And if that's delayed, we will let you know on our social media pages here. But we won't be broadcasting the second game, but we will be broadcasting Martinsburg Kaiser after this one.
Yep, so Taylor will lead things off for Petersburg. And it's two young teams going at it. Jameer Brown and the Dogs come out in the orange jerseys with the black numbers, black letters across the chest, white hats with the orange Martinsburg Block M logo, and then the white pants. Petersburg in the white jerseys, black numbers, black letters across the chest, and the white pants as well. So
should be a good one, Nick, here as Martinsburg. Musselman and Martinsburg originally were slated to play last night at Musselman, but Musselman got the entrance into that Morgantown tournament, so they moved it up a day. And I'm not exactly sure what happened with that Morgantown tournament. Now they're playing in Beckley against Greenbrier East.
So left fielder Ethan Taylor will come to the plate to lead things off, wearing the number 10 for the Vikings, and we get Brown on the rubber as he delivers the first pitch, and it is fouled away. The Martinsburg defense behind the plate is Landon Sifford. Down there at third, Braden Oviedo. Shortstop, Carson Boover. Second base is Everhart. First base, Michael Lupus. From left to right in your outfield, Grove, Canby, and Alter. The next pitch, a swing and a miss for strike two. 0-2 count here on Taylor. The 0-2 pitch from Brown, a swing and a miss, strike three. Jameer Brown's first start, and he gets 3 straight strikes to start Taylor. Not a bad start to the year.
Yeah, not a bad one at all. And Jameer, just the freshman here, so he's got 3 more full years of varsity after this, and already starting out strong.
Next batter is Van Meter, the veteran, the leader for this Petersburg team. He takes the first pitch for a ball on the outside part of the, or off the outside part of the plate. The 1-0 is a swing and a foul tip for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Van Meter. Landon Sifford doing the catching for the Bulldogs. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul ball down the first baseline over toward the Petersburg dugout, and that brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Top half of the first. Things just getting started between Martinsburg and Petersburg. And the 1-2. Swinging another foul tip. Van Meter battling here at the plate after Brown got the strikeout to begin things. 1-2 count, 1 down. Brown looks into his catcher, Sifford, and delivers the next pitch as it misses high and outside for ball 2. It's count even at 2. Van Meter steps back into the left-handed batter's box and takes that one for a called strike 3 on the inside corner. And Jameer Brown's got 2 strikeouts to begin the day. That one a looking strikeout. We'll bring Elijah Coykendall to the plate. First pitch from Brown to Coykendall is in there for a called strike on at the knees. The 0-1 with 2 down. Pitch from Brown a little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sun out here at P.O. Faulkner Park. The 1-1 pitch, high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Coykendall. The 2-1 is fouled away off the end of the bat. Bring the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coykendall steps back in and swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Jameer Brown, 3 strikeouts in his Martinsburg debut. Not a bad start for the freshman on the mound. We will take a 2-minute break, or a minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the bottom half of the first inning. Bulldogs come to the plate. No score between Martinsburg and Petersburg.
Whether it's a strain, sprain, or fracture, WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Charlestown and Spring Mills now offers same-day appointments. No referral is needed unless required by your insurance carrier. WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine offers the exceptional care you expect for the injuries you don't. For same-day appointments at WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, call 304-725-BONE.
Faulkner Park. No scores. We head to the bottom half of the first inning between Martinsburg and Petersburg. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Bulldogs come to the plate. Jordan Camby, Braden Oviedo in the 2-hole here tonight, followed by Michael Lupus are the top 3 hitters for the Dogs. And it will be Owen Reel on the mound for Petersburg. So Jameer Brown gets things started with 3 strikeouts in the top half of the first. And now we'll see if the Bulldog offense can continue that momentum as Camby steps into the right-handed batter's box and awaits the first pitch from Reel. And the pitch, high for ball 1. Camby wearing the number 7 in the orange and black Bulldog jersey with the white pants. Digs in and takes that one for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Petersburg coming in 6-1 on the year. Great start for the Vikings. That one fouled away as Camby didn't look like he wanted to swing at it, but got the bat around enough to foul off the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score here, bottom half of the first. Owen Reel looks into his catcher Arball and delivers the next pitch, and it's high and inside for ball 2.
Yeah, I think it just kind of slipped out of the hand. He's throwing the motion that didn't go where he wanted it to go, so it slipped out of the hand.
2 balls, 2 strikes here on Jordan Camby, the senior center fielder and leadoff hitter for the Dogs, and he rips this one down the line and left and headed foul and out of play, but definitely got a lot of that one.
He did get a lot. There's a lot on that. Good bit foul.
305 down there and left, 370 in center field, and 305 to right. Here at P.O. Faulkner Park, the next 2-2 pitch is high for ball 3. Count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes on Camby. The defense for Petersburg looks like this. Arball behind the plate. Wolford down there at third. Tingler at short. Second, Coy Kendall. Van Meter at first. The next pitch from Reel hit on the ground. Could be trouble. The third baseman, Wolford, comes up, but that throw not in time at all. It's an infield single for Jordan Camby on a swinging bunt. The outfield for the Vikings, Ethan Taylor in left, Kuhn in center, and Roball in right. Mozzie doing the DHing today, and infield single for Jordan Camby. That will bring Braden Oviedo to the plate, playing third base today. Camby takes his lead off first. Kid that could steal, and he does go on the first pitch. Ball gets away from the catcher. I think Camby would have had a stolen base anyway, so he's in there at second. And that'll bring Braden Oviedo at the plate with a 1-0 count, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, you get Camby on second. Now he's in scoring position here. You can get a lead earlier if you get one in the gap.
The 1-0 check swing didn't go around at Oviedo as he held it back in time. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on second and Jordan Camby. Real looks back at the runner, the pitch to Oviedo, right down the heart of the plate for strike one.
We're sitting at 2-1 here. Hopefully.
Canby takes his lead off second. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next pitch to Oviedo is high for ball 3. Bulldogs with a tough week. Lost to Hedgesville, lost to Washington, and lost to Musselman after starting the season 4-0, now 4-3 on the year. The next pitch to Oviedo is high for ball 4. So he draws a walk, and Michael Lupus coming to the plate with 2 on. And nobody down here in the bottom half of the first. No score between Martinsburg and Petersburg. Lupus playing first base today. Played the majority of the year last year either on the mound or playing third, but Oviedo playing third today. And first pitch to Lupus is at the knees for strike one. Runners on first and second for the Bulldogs. Lupus with the green bat stands in on an 0-1 count. The pitch from Real, high and inside for ball 1. So a 1-1 count, 2 on for the Bulldogs. No outs. Bottom of the first inning between Martinsburg and Petersburg. And Real delivers the next pitch, and that one's fouled away by Michael Lupus. Lupus hit a home run here a couple weeks ago. 2 on for the Bulldogs. And then the Jefferson win. Pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on the base pass for Martinsburg. Jordan Canby with a single on a stolen base, and then Oviedo draws a walk.
Pretty good crowd coming out today for this Saturday afternoon.
2-2 pitch is high and inside for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bulldogs really making real work out there on the mound here early on.
Yeah, when you hear from their head coach, they're going to play 7 games this week, so not a lot of pitching for them.
Ground ball hit toward third, but foul as Wolford fields it in foul territory. Lupus battling here on a full count with 2 on for the Dogs. The next pitch hit hard into left field. That will score 1. The throw home will not be in time, and Martinsburg takes the early 1-0 lead on the Michael Lupus RBI single. It's 1-0 Bulldogs here in the bottom of the first. Still nobody out, and Landon Sifford coming to the plate.
Yeah, for the Bulldogs, no one out. You get Landon Sifford to the plate with still 2 on. This could be a huge inning for the Bulldogs.
Sifford hitting in the 4 spot today. A little bit of a change in the lineup for the Dogs, moving Oviedo to that 2 hole, and he stands on second base. Lupus on first, and the first pitch to Sifford is high and inside for a ball. Landon still doing the catching here in game 1. We would predict that he won't be catching in game 2, but with the long break, I suppose you never know. The 1-0 here in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Sifford.
Probably would just depend how he feels before Coach Byler's got to get the lineups in.
Well, also, though, you have an opportunity to maybe get another guy in the game. You can DH Sifford, so we'll see what Coach Byler decides to do as Sifford pops this one into foul territory. Van Meter going back and not going to be able to field it there near the bullpen in the right field.
Yeah, that one had the right fielder giving chase along with the first baseman, and I think it's just a little too long for the first baseman to go.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Landon Sifford. Runners on first and second for the Bulldogs. A 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first. Nobody out. 4-hitter Sifford at the plate. The pitch to Sifford is high for ball 2. Oviedo standing on second. Michael Lupus with the RBI single on first base for the Dogs. Beautiful day here at P.O. Faulkner Park, and Sifford got a lot of that ball to deep left field, and that is off the wall and left. Oviedo coming around to score. Sifford is in there with a stand-up RBI double. Lupus to third base, and it's the Bulldogs 2. Petersburg nothing. And still nobody out for Carson Buber coming to the plate.
Yeah, we'll have a courtesy runner here for Sifford. As get him off his feet a little before he got to put that catcher's gear back on. But the Bulldogs here already in full swing, up 2-0 with 2 runners in scoring position. The line is moving.
Thought for a second that one might leave the ballpark.
Yeah.
From Landon Sifford, but
he's definitely got the power.
Just stayed in. He's had a couple this year hit off the fence as Buber takes this one inside for ball 1. Nobody out and 2 in scoring position for Martinsburg. Lupus standing on third base. The pitch is called strike on the inside corner.
You go back to Buber here. He was 2 for 2 with a walk on Thursday against Musselman.
1 ball, 1 strike here on Buber. The next pitch fouled off the end of the bat. One-two count. Runners on second and third for Martinsburg. Owen Reel delivers the next pitch, and it's high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Harbaugh doing the catching behind the plate. Reel trying to work his way out of this Jambo jam. Here in the first inning, the next pitch. Low for a ball and outside as well. So full count again. A lot of pitches being thrown by Reel in this first inning. Bulldogs being patient at the plate. Carson Buber sits in here on a 3-2. And Buber sends this one to center field. That will be the first. No, it dropped by the center fielder Kuhn. Lupus comes around to score. Buber trying to go for 3. The throw home not in time. Second runner is in to score as well. And Logan Wilt, who was courtesy running for Landon Sifford, and the Bulldogs there extend the lead to now 4-0 with Buber standing on third base.
Yeah, it's already 4-0 here for the Bulldogs, and could be a long day for this game.
That should have been the first out, but instead an error there by Kuhn in center allows Buber to come home.
I just think he came in. I think off the bat he thought it was going to be come in a little bit closer, and then he had to readjust. And it was ruled a triple here by Coach Cooper.
Looked like it hit off his glove to me, so I'd have to say that's an error. But
yeah, I was just checking the rule here. So you got to. The signing's been single walk, single, double, triple with Reisenweber now at the plate, according to Game Changer.
A generous triple, but we'll give it to him. Since that's the official, that's who's going to, when you look at his batting average, it's going to be a triple.
Yeah.
Reisenweber to the plate here, the DH today, and batting in the 6th hole. The first pitch to Ben is high and inside after the mound visit with Owen Reel out there on the mound, so nobody out and a runner on third. For the Bulldogs. Pitch to Reisenweber, swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Ben Reisenweber. Runner on third base in Carson Buber. 4-0 Bulldogs here, bottom of the first inning. The next pitch, Reisenweber rips it foul and out of play.
Here, Coach Pyler there down from third on that mic, which is not even close to third.
1 ball, 1 strike. I'm sorry. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one fouled away by Reisenweber.
Yeah, I got close to our first baseline cam. Knocked it out momentarily.
Runner on third is Carson Buber. Ben Reisenweber at the plate, 4-0 Bulldog lead. Buber takes his lead off third, and Reel, the right-hander, delivers, and this one popped up in the infield, now going foul.
That goes out behind the press box here.
So Reisenweber trying to drive in a run. Any hard-hit ground ball should be able to score Carson Buber from third. As, Petersburg willing to give up the run. Good throw down there from the catcher Arball. Nearly caught Buber off guard, but he does slide back in safely down there at third.
He kind of like somersaulted in. He tried to get around and kind of head first dove, it looked like.
The 2-ball, 2-strike count.
He is, as you can see on TV 10, getting a very big lead.
Yep. Pitch missing low there for ball 3.
He was a good halfway down the line.
Well, they're not holding you.
That's true.
And you're not really expecting a throw down because of the fact that the last thing you want to do is throw it past your third baseman and into the outfield. The 3-2 pitch to Reisenweber, swing and a foul tip. Keep his at-bat alive, continue to get into the pitch count here on Reel.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, double-check game changer here, where he's at. 32 pitches for Reel.
It's a long first inning.
Or hadn't even completed the third of an inning yet.
Right. Runner on third is Buber. That one fouled back into the netting. Reisenweber continues to battle to get it to now 33 pitches in the first inning for Owen Reel. Christian Alter is on the on-deck circle. Bulldogs already threw 6 hitters, or with their 6th hitter at the plate. Buber on third. Nobody out. 4-0 Bulldogs. The pitch to Reisenweber is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Drop third strike, so Reisenweber walks away from that one and goes down on the strikeout. And Christian Alter will come to the plate with 1 down, and Buber on third. The pitch to Alter, kind of a half swing there. Heads foul down the line, trying to get to his Van Meter.
That was Reel's 40th pitch. We're still here 1/3 of the way through the first inning.
Alter, the right fielder, followed by Grove, the left fielder, and then Everhart with 1 down here. 7, 8, 9 hitters at the plate, and a runner on third, and Carson Buber after the 2 RBI triple. 4-0 Bulldogs, and the pitch missing outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Buber, or on Alter. Next pitch from Reel. Low off the plate. That gets away. That will allow Buber to score from third. And Martinsburg extends the lead out to 5-0.
And now nobody on base here, but it's a 5-0 lead for the Bulldogs. As for Reel, he's going to get back on track here and end this inning. He'll be about 50 pitches at least by the time the inning ends.
2-1 count. It should be interesting to see how Petersburg manages it, because like Coach Landis said, they've now played, this will be their 6th game. They got another game after this. In between Martinsburg-Kaiser, you have Petersburg-Kaiser. And you're kind of limited on your pitching. A 3-1 count here on Christian Alter. That one misses high for ball 4, so Alter draws a walk. 2nd of the day, and that will bring Isaac Grove to the plate. Bulldogs trying to bat around here in the first inning with a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, barring a double play, they will bat around. With just 1 out and 1 runner to go. Or one Keegan Everhart to come up to the plate.
So the runner on first is Alter, and pitched outside for ball 1 to Grove. Definitely a tough situation if you're Owen Reel out there on the mound. Hasn't necessarily pitched bad, but Martinsburg's been able to just make some really good contact out off of him. And then a 1-0 count here. And they've been battling a lot here. Pitch misses inside. The throw down on Alter's stolen base attempt, and he slides in safely.
I don't know if it's the fatigue or just not being used to pitching off maybe a turf mound for real. He slipped a couple times, and then he slipped when he was trying to cover the home plate.
Could be it, yeah. Grove now for runner on second, and Alter with the stolen base.
Takes away the double play. Or at least, your average double play.
2-0 count. The next pitch, this is outside for a ball. 3-0 count here on Isaac Grove.
And nobody warming yet for Petersburg. You got to wonder if they're just going to burn him and have to go. He's 110 max.
Yeah, I guess it would just kind of depend on. They probably want to at least get through this first inning.
Yeah.
This one misses outside for a ball. Grove will take base safely now, back-to-back walks. So that will bring another mound visit out there.
Oh, there might actually be. They might double switch here. Bring the third baseman a pitch potentially. Yeah.
Yep, that's going to be the situation that you're into when you have a Class A team too. They don't have as many kids as a Martinsburg or any of the other EPAC schools. So let's go ahead and take a 60-second break. On the other side of that break, we will give you the pitching change. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. 5-0 Martinsburg.
You've been in an accident. Why won't the insurance company pay? Because they're trying to save money at your expense. Call Mansion Ferretti for your free consultation. We have the experience to deal with the insurance company and get you the compensation you deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
And the streak continues! CMA's Martinsburg dealerships continue to knock out the competition with their competitive pricing, extensive selection, and lifetime powertrain warranty. With over 450 new and used vehicles in stock and on the way, CMA won't leave you waiting on a bench.
That's right, CMA's Martinsburg dealerships are once again the most valuable dealers in the area.
For the strongest and deepest lineups, visit CMA's Martinsburg dealerships online at martinsburg.cmacars.com today. And good luck to all Panhandle High School student athletes.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Pitching change brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. It will be Lucas Wolford coming on to pitch for Petersburg, as it looks like Reel goes to third and Wolford comes in to pitch. So straight swap there between the two, and we'll see what Wolford has on the mound for the Vikings, as Keegan Everhart's about to come to the plate with runners on first and second for Martinsburg, and Grove and Alter. Alter with a walk and then a stolen base and then a walk to Isaac Grove allows him to reach first, and Keegan Everhart, the number 9 hitter, the second baseman here today, batting with 2 on and just 1 out. Double play is potentially in play for the Vikings if they can get a ground ball, but with Everhart's speed it may be difficult as well, even if he were to hit into a likely double play ball. So he takes the first one for a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second for Martinsburg. 5-0 lead here, bottom half of the first inning, and Wolford now on the mound, and that one just barely did hit him.
So now we've got another bases loaded situation here. Brings back the top of the lineup in Canby.
Yep, Jordan Canby got this big first inning started with the leadoff single and stolen base. He would come around to score on the Michael Lupus RBI single, followed by a Landon Sifford RBI double, and then a 2 RBI triple from Carson Buber, and that's how we got to, at the time, a 4-0 lead, and then Buber would score on a pass ball to make it 5-0. Canby fouls off the first pitch he sees. No balls and a strike. Bases loaded for the Bulldogs. Valter on third, Grove on second, and Everhart on first. All three guys finding ways to get on in their first plate appearances with 2 walks and a hit by pitch. This one missing inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Wolford trying to find it here, but like we said, it's a straight swap, so you didn't get any warm-up pitches besides the few that they give you as you enter the game. And clearly missing quite a bit here on the inside part of the plate as he hit the first batter, Everhart, and now falls behind here on Jordan Canby. The next pitch from Wolford with the bases loaded, the pitch to Canby, a called strike number 2. Two balls, 2 strikes here on Jordan Canby with the bases loaded for the Bulldogs and a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch to Canby, high for ball 3.
And could walk in another run here with this if he can't get in the zone here on this one.
3-2 count. Bases are loaded. Petersburg playing in for the plate at home, and the pitch misses inside for ball 4, and they do walk in the run. 6-0 lead, and Oviedo will come to the plate after a walk in the first inning. Second plate appearance for him. And the bases remain loaded for the Bulldogs. 6-0 after the walked-in run. The pitch to Oviedo, taken for a called strike. Bases are loaded for the Bulldogs. 6-0. Owen Reels out of the game. Now Lucas Wolford doing the pitching for Petersburg. Here is a beautiful day at P.O. Faulkner Park. We got 3 games scheduled for this evening, or for this day of baseball. We will not have, though, on TV 10 or Talk Radio WRNR, the Petersburg versus Kaiser game, but we will have the Martinsburg-Kaiser game at some point this evening, or late afternoon, depending on how this one goes and how that one goes, and we'll just have to wait and see. But we got a 1-1 count here, a 6-0 lead for the Bulldogs, and the bases are loaded. Infield playing in for Petersburg. The pitch to Oviedo popped up in the infield. Van Meter calls off everybody and makes the catch for out number 2. That will bring Michael Lupus to the plate with the bases loaded. Lupus picked up an RBI single to get the scoring started for the Bulldogs in his first at-bat. He would come around to score on the 3 RBI triple from Carson Buber, or 2 RBI triple, I should say. This one hit hard down the third baseline, but foul. 0-1 count here on Lupus. It's Isaac Grove standing down there at third base. On second is Keegan Everhart, and on first is Jordan Canby. So great speed on the base paths for Michael Lupus if he's able to get a hold of one. 0-1 count. Wolford looks into his catcher Arball and delivers the 0-1, and that just missed Lupus on the inside for 1 ball, 1 strike count with 2 down. The bases are loaded for the Bulldogs. 6-0 lead, bottom of the first inning between Martinsburg and Petersburg. And the 1-1 pitch to Lupus. Again, hits him on the inside. So
that hit him on the helmet.
It might have been the shoulder. looked like to me from my angle, but could have just grazed him on the helmet there. That will allow the runner to come in from third in Grove, and it is 7-0 Bulldogs, bottom of the first. And the bases are still loaded as Landon Sifford comes to the plate, and he picked up an RBI his last time up with the double that just missed, leaving P.O. Faulkner Park. And Sifford certainly swinging a good bat here early in the year. And the pitch to Landon, again inside. And it just seems like Wolford has really been missing at some point on his release, allowing these pitches to continuously run inside. Obviously not trying to hit anyone or anything like that, but that's just kind of how the pitches have been. And like I said, you're coming in from third base. You don't get a ton of warm-up pitches. Maybe you're not completely loose if you didn't, get to throw much before your appearance here. So it's been tough, in the first inning here. We'll have to check the totals, but we're probably around, like 60 pitches between the two at this time?
64.
Okay, that's a good guess by me.
Yeah.
Bases are loaded. Landon Sifford at the plate, and 7-0 Bulldogs, bottom of the first. The next pitch to Sifford just fouled back, just missed it there.
And almost came into your living room.
Yeah, Wolford has at least thrown off the timing a little bit for Martinsburg compared to really has a little bit different velocity, so that's caused Martinsburg to kind of miss their timing on some of these pitches. A 1-2 count here on Sifford with the bases loaded. The next pitch to Landon, a swing and a miss, strike 3 on a pitch on the inside part of the plate, but Martinsburg scores 7 in the bottom of the first. Jameer Brown and the Bulldog defense coming back out to start the second. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman, along with Braden Schaffner. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. And Spencer, we begin the second. Jameer Brown started things with 3 strikeouts, but that was
we are
about 40 minutes ago.
It was about 40 minutes ago, and we're about, 78 pitches into the ball game combined. 14 pitches from Jameer Brown.
Yeah, he dominated, though, his first inning, so that's good to see for the young Jameer Brown. And the number 4 hitter, Peyton Tingler, coming to the plate. Another lefty in the lineup for the Vikings. And the pitch to Tingler is outside for ball 1. (7-0) Bulldogs. The next pitch misses for ball 2. So this is now going to be an adjustment for Brown. I don't know if he threw it all. I would guess that he maybe did a few tosses in between, because that was a long time on the bench, but still doing live and whatever you maybe did. Well, this one popped up in a shallow left, and nobody called it or made the play, and it falls in left center for a hit.
Yeah, lost it in the sun there. Still adjusting to the sun.
Isaac Grove out there and left.
They didn't get to play a day game last Saturday due to the rain.
So it gets down for what should be ruled a base hit because nobody touched it. So can't really rule it an error, even though it is an error in terms of somebody should have played that ball. Kuhn coming to the plate now. And that kind of stinks for Jameer Brown because that goes, his no-hitter's gone.
Yeah.
Even though it's only the second inning and could have got broken up at any point anyway. But 1 ball, 1 strike here on Kuhn. Throw over. Not in time. So Brown on the mound, and that's taking him off first. Move Lupus to first today to start things, and Oviedo to third. 1 ball, 1 strike, and there's a big swing and a miss from Kuhn for strike 2. Runner on first base for the Vikings, and Tingler. 1-2. Fouled away by Kuhn, the center fielder. Arball, the catcher, in the on-deck circle. Jameer Brown stepping back on the rubber and looking into his catcher. Landon Sifford, but another throw over. Not in time. Sliding back in safely there is Tingler at first base. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch missing inside for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch missing inside for ball 3. So full count. Runner on first base for the Vikings, and the next pitch is fouled back into the netting. So good at bat here from Kuhn with Tingler on first base on kind of a single that got lost in the sun out there and left for Grove, and Campy didn't really come over and left center there. And there's a big swing and a miss for strike 3 on a pitch up in the zone and inside. Just fooled Kuhn there with the pitch from Jameer Brown, and that will bring Arball to the plate. 4th strikeout here in just the 2nd inning for Jameer Brown. Arball to the plate in the first pitch, a breaking ball that just hits the zone. Nice backdoor breaking ball from Jameer Brown to get ahead here. 0-1 on Arball, the catcher. Runner on first base and Tingler. 7-0 Martinsburg, top of the 2nd inning. Pitch missing outside to bring the count even to a ball and a strike here on the catcher, Arball. Standing in the right-hander's batter's box. That one high for a ball. Jameer Brown got a strikeout on Taylor, a strikeout looking on Van Meter, and a strikeout swinging on Kendall to retire him 1-2-3 in the top of the 1st inning. Here's a throw over, not in time. Keeping Tingler close there at first base. Then kind of a bloop single in left center field by Tingler. And then a strikeout here on Kuhn. So 1 down here in the top of the 1st, and the pitch here, a big swing and a miss. Top of the 2nd, yes.
Although one would think you come in for a game that starts at noon, it could be top of the 4th, potentially. Top of the 3rd, maybe.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch, fouled away. Arball trying to battle here. 7-0 lead for Martinsburg in the top half of the second. Brown steps back on the rubber, looks into his catcher, Landon Sifford. And now delivers, and that one ran in, just completely lost control of the baseball, and that allows Arball to take first base on the hit by pitch. Owen Reel, who started the game as the pitcher, now playing third, comes to the plate. And we have a mound visit here with runners on first and second for the Bulldogs, and Reel coming to the plate for the Vikings. Quick mound visit there. It's tough. I mean, obviously, if you're Jameer Brown, you love the offense that your guys were able to give you at the plate. But about 30 minutes or so on the bench to get warm again can be difficult. The pitch here, low and outside for ball one. Second inning, runners on first and second for the Vikings. The next pitch from Brown, fouled away. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners take their leads. Brown delivers the next pitch. A big swing and a miss for strike 2. Certainly has.
That's some good stuff he's thrown today. I mean, there's a lot of movement there. Definitely a great pitcher for a freshman.
Brown looks back at second, delivers the next pitch, and it is a little bit low for a ball.
Sifford tried to frame it there, just didn't get the call.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes and an out for Reel. Runners on first and second for Petersburg. The next pitch from Brown is hit hard into right field, charging in and making the catch is Christian Alter. A throw back to second for the double play, and that gets Martinsburg out of the inning. It is Bulldogs 7, Petersburg nothing. We head to the bottom half of the second. Martinsburg looking to add to that lead. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
To P.O. Faulkner Park, 7-0 Bulldogs as they head to the bottom half of the second inning. Martinsburg coming back to the plate, and Wolford remaining on the mound for Petersburg. It will be Buber, Reisenweber, Alter. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Bulldogs as we begin the bottom of the second between Martinsburg and Petersburg.
Yeah, saw one of the coaches for Petersburg just talking to the pitcher, just kind of try to give him some confidence going into the inning.
Carson Buber to the plate. Buber so far had that 2 RBI triple in the first inning. The pitch here is high and inside for ball one. So Wolford's still missing on the release point and a lot of pitches going inside for him so far in this ball game. Reisenweber due up in the on-deck circle. He struck out his first time. Alter drew a walk, had a stolen base. Scored a run. This pitch to Buber is low for ball two. So Carson sits in on a 2-0 hitters count. Bottom of the second, 7-0 Bulldogs. The next pitch popped up. Shallow right field, could be trouble. Nobody got to it, and that will get down for a base hit for Carson Buber.
Yeah, you said could be trouble, and it was.
So that will bring
no man's land.
Yeah, I think the read on it initially was that it was going to go further back and be into the glove of the right fielder, row ball. But then it just kind of died, and nobody really got to it, and it fell in there for a base hit, and that will allow Ben Reisenweber to come to the plate, the DH here today. Struck out his first time, but a runner on first for Reisenweber. And Buber takes off, hit and run type situation, and Reisenweber fouls it away.
Speaking of kind of a hit and run situation or stealing a base, did you see that thing that happened in the MLB the other day?
Yeah, be more specific.
I can't remember which player it was.
There's a lot of things happening in the MLB.
But with the new pitch clock, if you go on a foul ball,
yeah,
or you try to steal a base, I think it's going to be going on a foul ball. Somebody got a strike because he didn't get back in time. He was like slowly walking back down the line. I want to say this was the Marlins-Mets game.
Oh, that's an interesting scenario.
I think it was
Took him that long to go from
Alonso.
second to first.
I think it was a foul ball, and he kind of rounded second, and then he kind of walked back. And the batter got a strike.
I don't know if I like that, but it is what it is. 0-2 count. Runner on first, and Buber takes off this time. Throw down to first, not in time, as Carson nearly slid through the base.
Nearly slid off the base.
He gets in there, though, with the stolen base, and Reisenweber sitting in now on a 1-ball, 2-strike count with no outs.
Yeah, so Jeff.
So I'm wondering now if Reisenweber's supposed to swing on that first one, because he kind of pointed himself like, my bad, but maybe he just really liked that pitch. Couldn't let it go. So Buber standing on second base with nobody out, 1-2 count. The next pitch to Ben Reisenweber, a breaking ball, and the umpire calls time.
Yeah, umpire had called time, but Nick, it was Jeff McNeil at the plate, Pete Alonso on first. The MLB actually admitted that it was wrong. McNeil was charged at strike by the home plate umpire, but I think Pete Alonso should have actually been out.
I mean, I don't know how that happens. Yeah. Even with the pitch clock, you'd think they'd get back in time before the pitcher is ready to pitch. But
because the pitch clock didn't even start. It doesn't start until the umpire says everybody's set.
Well, we got a 3-2 count here. I'm sorry, 2-2.
2-2. No outs.
And a runner on second base with Ben Reisenweber at the plate. Carson Buber on second. He was able to hit into a single and then stole second. And there, that pitch misses high and inside for ball 3.
Yeah, I think it slipped there.
So Wolford kind of struggling in relief of Owen Reel to find his location so far in this one. Buber on second. Bottom of the second. 7-0 Dogs. The next pitch to Reisenweber is inside and low for ball 4. So Ben Reisenweber draws the walk. And Christian Alter will come to the plate. He walked and stole a base back in the first. Alter playing right field and then made a nice play defensively. Caught one on the run and threw over to second for the double play to get the Bulldogs out of the top half of the second. He now has 2 on and nobody out.
Great opportunity for him here.
The pitch to Alter is inside, but called a strike there at the letters.
Yeah, he kind of bounced away as if he thought it was going to be a ball, but it was indeed called a strike.
Looked like it could have potentially gone either way, right on the kind of the line there of the zone. The 0-1 pitch to Christian Alter. That one hit off the end of the bat into right field. That gets through for a base hit. Rounding third is Carson Buber. He will score easily. Some trouble with it in right. And that allows Alter to take second with a stand-up double. And Reisenweber standing on third. It's an RBI double for Christian Alter. And it is 8-0 Bulldogs. Grove will come to the plate with 2 runners in scoring position. Grove on the day he walked. Also came around to score. Runners on second and third now for the Bulldogs. Nobody out, an 8-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. The pitch to Grove high for ball 1. Runners on second and third still for the Bulldogs. 1-0 count. The pitch from Wolford to Grove is high and inside for ball 2. So Isaac gets ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. This inning starting with the single from Buber. He stole second. A walk from Reisenweber, an RBI double from Christian Alter. And this one misses inside, so a 3-0 count here on Isaac Grove. And we could quickly be back to the bases loaded situation.
Could quickly be back to the top of the lineup once again.
Keegan Everhart in the on-deck circle, the number 9 hitter in the Bulldog lineup here today. With runners on second and third, the pitch. Grooved it there for strike 1.
Yeah, Everhart, you mentioned him, is the only player yet to reach base for the Bulldogs.
He got hit by pitch.
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah, so everybody has now reached base after Reisenweber drew the walk.
That's what it was.
The 3-1 pitch to Grove, again taken for strike 2. So full count here on Isaac Grove.
No outs.
In the bottom of the second, an 8-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Runners on second and third. Alter standing on second. Reisenweber on third base. And the pitch to Grove taken inside and high for ball 4.
Big opportunity here.
So that's 2 walks for Grove. And Keegan Everhart coming to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his first time up and has a bases loaded opportunity. And we saw, a guy that's been getting some time. Obviously, Christian Alter comes through with a nice double. See if Everhart, who's starting to maybe get a little bit more time at the plate, can come through here for the Bulldogs with the infield in, and he takes the first one for a called strike. So infield in, playing the play at home with the bases loaded.
Yeah.
And nobody out.
Big opportunity for Everhart here with the bases juiced. Who really, you just see him kind of running, so it's a big opportunity for him with the bat.
Everhart takes that one as well. Curveball that finds the zone to get behind, no balls and 2 strikes. We saw the bottom of the order come through for the Dogs last time with 2 walks and a hit by pitch to get back to the top for Jordan Gamby, who was able to help walk in a run. This one hit hard down the third baseline, but just foul. As Real trying to get to it.
Yeah, just foul. Lucky there because probably since Real couldn't get to it, it was going there. You probably potentially see 2 runners come home.
Yeah, especially if it gets stuck down in that.
It did slow up though, so I'm not sure that would have happened.
Yeah. 0-2 count. The pitch to Keegan Everhart, breaking ball, hit into left field. That could be deep enough to score the run. It will. Tagging up from third is Ben Reisenweber, and it is 9-0 Bulldogs. So Everhart doesn't get a hit, but he comes through with a sacrifice.
It's an RBI for you.
Yep, you'll take that all day if you're Coach Byler and the Bulldogs. 1 out and a 9-0 lead. Jordan Canby coming to the plate. He has a single, stolen base, and RBI on a walk. With the bases loaded, now with 2 on and 1 down, Canby to the plate. And a mound visit coming from Coach Landis out of the Petersburg dugout. Coming out to speak to his left fielder, I believe.
Is he hurt, maybe? Maybe he saw something? Or he wants him to come in and, I don't know. It's very odd.
He's kind of hobbling. It looks like maybe initially, but now maybe he was just walking really slow. I can't really tell, but
maybe he's trying to align him? I don't really ever see this.
Unless he's concerned about some sort of injury. That seems to be the case. Looks like they're going to take him out of the game.
He kind of is hobbling.
Yeah, he is limping. So it looked like initially that maybe he was just walking really slow, but it's definitely a limp there. So they're going to pull the left fielder here.
And, they only got, 3 or 4 guys, I think, on that bench, maybe 5?
Van Meter will go to left. He gets a new glove. Trade in his first base mitt. And actually, he's going to go to center.
And then your center fielder is going to left.
And then Reel is going to go from third to first.
Wholesale changes here coming for Petersburg.
And then number, 24? Is going to go to second. And then the second baseman's going to go from second to third.
This is not something you usually see here.
Well, when you have an injury,
but yes.
Or I guess that'd be 34. Ashton Evans is going to go to second base.
Yeah, Coach Cooper's trying to figure out who's going where so he can put in the game changer.
Van Meter going to center. Center fielder over to left, and Kuhn. Ethan Taylor's out of the game. Van Meter goes to center. We have Evans coming into play second, and our second baseman, Coy Kendall, goes from second to third. Might have missed something, but I believe that was everything that went down there.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, an injury there to Ethan Taylor. Hopefully everything is all right, but 2 runners on for the Bulldogs, and Jordan Canby at the plate, and he will step out of the batter's box. Canby, as I mentioned, a single stolen base, an RBI, and a walk. The bases loaded.
Yeah, already filling up the stat sheet. And the pitcher steps off.
Wolford steps off. Martinsburg 9, Petersburg nothing. Bottom of the second inning between the Bulldogs and the Vikings. Wolford delivers the next pitch. That one popped up into shallow right field, and making the play on the run for the out is Roball. So, 2 down. That will bring Braden Oviedo to the plate. Oviedo has walked and flown out. Runners on first and second. For the Bulldogs. The pitch to Oviedo, off-speed pitch, and it misses low. So it looks like Wolford has found a little bit more accuracy with the changeup potentially compared to the fastball that seemed to be missing.
Yeah, he got a little warmed up here as he's, I believe he's 36 pitches
that one runs in and Oviedo is hit. So maybe we jinxed them there,
yeah,
Spencer.
37 pitches in. 42, excuse me, as the game changer updates.
So Oviedo's hit by a pitch, and Michael Lupus will come to the plate. a single RBI, a hit by a pitch, leading to a run scoring as well.
Big opportunity for him here with the bases.
He can add to his RBI total. Bases loaded, 9-0 Bulldogs. Wolford on the mound. And you think about like Owen Reel's day, he's already played 3 positions due to the injury in left field. He
looks like
went
Kaiser
from pitcher
has
to
arrived
third to
here.
first.
Look like the Kaiser bus has arrived.
There's an off-speed pitch taken for a strike. Yep, so Kaiser's here. And the 0-1 to Lupus. That one low for ball 2. So 2 balls. 1 strike. Or I'm sorry, 1 ball, 1 strike on Michael Lupus. With 2 outs. And the bases are loaded. The next pitch to Lupus, cranked down the third baseline, but gonna fall and be caught.
Had some height to it.
Yeah, by Kuhn there on the run for out number 3, so the Dogs leave the bases loaded, do score a pair. It's 9-0 Bulldogs as we head to the third. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Jambo Construction and Fencing Company, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company right here in the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia that specializes in decks, fencing, and hardscaping. Find us on Facebook at Jambo Construction and Fencing to see more of the projects we've completed. For a free estimate, you can call Bo Bartley at 304-268-5452 or Jamie Gall at 304-279-5053. We are licensed and insured in the state of West Virginia, and as Martinsburg alums, we say, Go Bulldogs.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Jameer Brown on the mound. It will be Mozzie, Roball, and it was Taylor, but with the substitutions,
Evans.
it will be Evans now, yes.
Will be Evans.
Due up for the Petersburg Vikings, who trail in this one 9-0, and so far, Spencer, big takeaway from this one is Jameer Brown looks really good on the mound.
He really does, and you want to see how he comes out this inning too, and you got to wonder maybe he threw a couple pitches there in the bullpen. Not too sure, but I mean, obviously your first start, later on maybe depending on how we've seen him hit, but obviously he doesn't hit when he's pitching. But you'll see how he does here with more breaks. Obviously, later on in his high school career when he becomes that 1 or that 2. The odds are is he'll be pitching against EPAC opponents at that point.
It's true. As Jameer Brown here settles in and gets that one on a called strike at the knees. To Mozzie, who we're seeing for the first time here today, the designated hitter. The number 8 hitter in the lineup sends a slow roller toward third. Oviedo grabs it off with the bare hand. The throw to Lupus at first, and he's off the bag. What a great effort by Braden Oviedo. That will allow Mozzie to reach on an infield single.
Yeah, first hit.
Lupus was off the
second hit, excuse me.
Off the bag down there as Roball comes to the plate, and he'll take this one for a called strike on the inside part of the plate.
But, I mean, from all indications now, Brown looks really good on the mound so far. That was a ground, maybe with more experience Oviedo, that's a ground ball out.
This one hit toward shallow center, going back and making the play is Carson Buber. Really it wasn't the throw by Oviedo. He got him with the throw. Just Lupus couldn't quite keep his foot on the bag. Tough play on both ends.
Tough angle.
And Lupus hasn't played a lot of first either this year. Jameer Brown's been handling that spot, and typically it's Lupus down there at third, so change your corner infielder. Tough spot to be in. There's a swing and a miss there from Evans. On a high pitch inside for strike one. So row ball flies out to the shortstop, Boober. And one down, and this one runs in, and it hits Evans to allow him to reach base safely. And that will bring Van Meter to the plate.
You got 2 on for Van Meter here. If they want to make a comeback in this game, it's got to start right here.
And Van Meter's the guy to do so. The leader of this team. He struck out looking, though, his first time up. And takes the first pitch high and outside for ball one. So runners on first and second with one down for Petersburg. And they did threaten in the last half inning as well with a single by Tingler, a strikeout by Kuhn, a hit by a pitch. They had 2 on with just one down, very same situation here. But we're not able to rally past that. On the fly-out double play. This one taken for a strike 2. So you got to be smart there on the base pass if you are the Petersburg Vikings. A 1-2 count with 1 out. Brown delivers the next pitch, and it's hit off the end of the bat, but foul. Van Meter on the day struck out looking, part of those 3 strikeouts to start things for Jameer Brown. On the day, he's got 4 of them. And the 1-2 to Van Meter hits off the end of the bat, fouled away.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional there.
They're trying to run it in maybe, but not that far in still. Though Van Meter goes halfway around and fouls it away. Brown delivering another 1-2 pitch, and that one smoked to right. Alter making a diving play on the run. 2 great plays by Christian Alter here today. That one looked like it was definitely going to get down for a base hit from Van Meter, but instead, Alter robs him in right.
Yeah, great catch by Alter, and he's had a couple miscues earlier in this season, but he's starting to come on strong here with defensive plays out there in right. We saw last year, right field was mostly occupied by Isaiah Morris when he wasn't pitching.
Yeah, at times kind of a few different guys handled that spot. This one a called strike.
We saw Caleb Edwards out there a couple times, I feel like. I could
maybe at one point in the year. But Paulson played right to begin the year, but then he got injured. This one a ground ball towards short. Throw over from Boober is in time for out number 3 on a close play there at first. Kuykendall grounding out to short. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. It's Martinsburg 9, Petersburg nothing. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Jambo Construction and Fencing Company, LLC is a veteran-owned and operated company right here in the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia that specializes in decks, fencing, and hardscaping. Find us on Facebook at Jambo Construction and Fencing to see more of the projects we've completed. For a free estimate, you can call Bo Bartley at 304-268-5452 or Jamie Gall at 304-279-5053. We are licensed and insured in the state of West Virginia, and as Martinsburg alums, we say, go Bulldogs.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Martinsburg 9, Petersburg nothing. As we head to the bottom of the third inning. And it will be Landon Sifford to lead things off. Followed by Boober, Reisenweber, 4, 5, 6 hitters here, Spencer, the middle of the order for Wolford on the mound, who settled in a little bit in that last half inning.
Yeah, he did settle in, and yeah, I think that's a lot to do with he didn't warm up as a starter today. Came in, in that first inning off of playing third base. So once you pitch for a while, you get a feel for it.
Sifford to the plate. The first pitch to land in a breaking ball and fouled away. Sifford on the day, RBI double, strikeout so far. The 0-1 pitch, curveball called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out as Sifford leading off the inning. Wolford shakes off his catcher now, says yes, and gets ready to deliver the 0-2 to Landon Sifford, and this one popped up behind and shallow right and lost in the sun, and that will get down for a base hit.
A few balls lost today here in the sun.
I'll bring Carson Buber to the plate. Buber has a 2-for-2 day. He had a triple and a single.
And I would say, we're expecting some wind later, but this is really the first kind of hot, sunny day, I feel like, during baseball season. Like, it's been sunny. It's been the mid to upper 50s, maybe a 60-degree day in there, but, not a lot of sun here until today.
This one hit towards center field. Going back and playing it is the center fielder, Van Meter. And he makes the play. I'm sorry.
Center fielder.
Row ball, I believe. Or was it Van Meter? Yeah, Van Meter playing center now. Kuhn should be playing left now, I believe.
Kuhn according to Game Changer. Evans is playing left.
Oh, okay. I thought Evans went to second. Well, either way.
Second is Kai Kukendall.
Okay, that's where I had it wrong.
A lot of switches there in that inning.
So Kuhn's still in center, and he makes the catch. 1 out, 1-0 count. Here on Reisenweber, runner on second base for the Bulldogs. The next pitch is low for ball 2.
Petersburg will play Kaiser approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. First pitch scheduled for 2:30.
Reisenweber with a strikeout and a walk so far, and there's a big swing and a miss for strike 1.
Then Martinsburg will battle Kaiser. First pitch scheduled for 5 p.m. Don't know if that will happen. Exactly at 5.
2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on second base for the Bulldogs. And Landon Sifford, the pitch. Swinging a foul tip for strike 2. So Sifford taking his lead off of second base. He got on with a single to begin things. And the next pitch, low and inside for ball 3. So full count here on Ben Reisenweber.
Yeah, Reisenweber struck out and walked so far today. Looking for the first hit for his day.
Full count, 1 out. Reisenweber at the silver and red bat sends this one out of play here down the first baseline. Wolford trying to work his way out of this inning with a 9-0 deficit in favor of the Bulldogs, a 5-run first. I'm sorry, 7-run first and then a 2-run second. And the pitch here, swung on, hit toward left field and making a diving play over there in left. It's the left fielder, Evans.
Right fielder, number 15, Christian Alter.
So 2 down now for Christian Alter. Reisenweber looked like he had a chance at a potential hit there, but good play by the left fielder. Alter on the day. He's 1 for 1 with a double and RBI, and he walked and stole a base in the first inning. This one popped up toward shallow right. Roball coming in and making the catch for out number 3. So Bulldogs don't get a run across. In the third, well, into the fourth, it is Martinsburg 9, Petersburg nothing. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Some changes here for head coach Aaron Byler and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Looks like we have a new catcher in the game for the Bulldogs as Landon Sifford appears to be out of the game.
Freshman Victor Macario. Or, excuse me, senior. I was looking at the roster the wrong way. The only freshman on the team is Jameer Hunter. Or Jameer Brown. Jameer Brown.
Jameer Brown, though, stays on the mound for the Bulldogs, and been a really good day for him so far.
Owen Rubenthal also coming in. Wilt coming in for Canby. Let's see if this updates.
Well, fourth inning, 9-0 Bulldogs, and coming to the plate for Petersburg. And this one hit into center field. That will get down for a base hit.
Leadoff single here.
So Tingler is 2 for 2 on the day.
Now batting number 14.
And will bring Kuhn to the plate. Runner on first base. Kuhn with a runner on first base. Throw over. Not in time. Kuhn on the day struck out his first time up. And the pitch here, hit but foul down the third baseline. So runner on first and Tingler, who singled. He has a 2-hit day. Martinsburg leading 9-0 here in the top half of the fourth inning over the Petersburg Vikings. Petersburg will play back-to-back games. We'll take on Kaiser in this next one. Here's a breaking ball called. Strike number 2. Jameer Brown on the mound for the Bulldogs. So far working really well in this one. has a 4-strikeout game. His 3 innings of work. Started the game with 3 strikeouts. The 1-2 pitch from Brown. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's strikeout number 5 on the day for Jameer Brown, the freshman, in his first varsity start.
He could be our player of the game.
Very well could be.
Definitely in the running.
And that will bring Arball to the plate. And pitch just missing inside. Or missing well inside, I should say. Just missed the batter, Arball. He got out of the way in time for ball 1 with 1 down. Brown. His next pitch, that one nearly hit Arball again, but he fouled it away that time. So count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Not certain if it's something with the mound or what the case may be, but both pitchers have been missing inside quite a bit.
Yeah.
Of course, had all that rain earlier. Throw down here to first.
It's close.
Not in time. Pretty good throw, though, by the catcher there.
Macario, the senior. Sifford already out of the game. You figure that means he may start the second game.
Throw over here. Not in time.
Just get him off his feet for a bit.
Victor Macario, the capable backup catcher here on this roster. And 3-1 count on Arball, another catcher, the 6-hole hitter. He was hit by a pitch back in the second inning.
Update here from Musselman Greenbrier East. Greenbrier East leads by 3, top of the third as an 0-2 count with a runner on base.
3-1, a big swing and a miss for strike 2.
Rutherford at the plate for Musselman.
Brown looking for his 6th strikeout on the day. Full count on Arball. A runner on first base and 1 down here with a 9-0 lead for the Bulldogs in the 4th, and he got him looking. Strikeout number 6 on the afternoon for Jameer Brown.
Great job by the freshman.
And back-to-back strikeouts here after giving up a leadoff single to Tingler. That will bring Owen Reel to the plate. This one hit off the end of the bat and foul down the first baseline. Oh, 1 count. 2 outs on Owen Reel. Runner on first and Tingler. Brown delivers the next pitch. Breaking ball missing a little bit high inside for ball 1. So far, a beautiful day it's turned out to be here at P.O. Faulkner Park after some rain this morning. There was a wind advisory. This one called strike 2. We'll see if that picks up around 3 p.m. It was supposed to. So
yeah, a little breeze out there. You can see the tree out in left center field next to the lights kind of moving.
But I'm cool if it's staying like this. As this one misses low and outside, and the runner takes off for second because the wind was supposed to be pretty bad. So
yeah,
definitely don't want that. Ideally here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. On this April 1st, April Fools. You play any jokes on anybody today, Spencer?
Oh, I got pretty badly.
This one hit out toward right field, and it heads out of play.
I got pretty badly today.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. And I was waiting for you to pull one on me during the broadcast.
Oh, well, I honestly wasn't really thinking about it.
There's still time, though. You could.
Yeah, but at this point, you're expecting it now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Drop third. They'll throw down to first in time for the out. It's 3 straight strikeouts for Jameer Brown to end the inning. And he now has 7 on the day for the freshman. We're going to take a minute break. On the other side of that break, Bulldogs coming to the plate looking to extend this 9-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. 9-0 for the Bulldogs ahead of the Petersburg Vikings. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, Colin McLaughlin, Braden Schaubner, our cameramen this afternoon. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. And it is a 9-0 lead for the Bulldogs as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Martinsburg can get to the run rule situation if they're able to take the 10-0 lead here in the fourth.
The next inning.
So it's an important inning here for both teams. Obviously, Petersburg wants to play all 7. They don't want to come all the way down here and only get 5 innings in their first game and then 7 in their next. And then
you never want that, but for pitching situation,
that's true. That could be beneficial, but
they might have a better matchup against Kaiser than they do against Martinsburg.
It's fair. But they're going to obviously want to compete.
You want to win the game that you're supposed to be playing. So
here's a breaking ball inside. I think not necessarily even win is your mindset when you're down 9-0 at this point, but you want to continue to compete and show, hey guys, we battled against one of the premier programs in the state at the AAA level. We're a single-A school that, we can do a lot of good things this year. This one popped up and hits off a fan. Luckily, it kind of just barely hit him.
Great camera work there by Colin as he's able to spin around and get that shot.
So, no damage done there. A 1-1 count on Isaac Grove, who leads things off. He's walked twice, so this could be his first at-bat of the game, or he continues to just get plate appearances if he's able to draw another walk. And the next pitch to Grove, fouled back, just missing it. But Wolford has certainly settled in, shown some good stuff in relief of Owen Reel.
But you got to get to a situation here. Pitches are mounting for him. If you're going to look at the pitch count for him.
No, it started kind of rough, but he has certainly picked it up as of late. The next pitch.
He's at 60 himself.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Grove goes down with the strikeout.
He's at 61 pitches now.
I'll bring Keegan Everhart to the plate. He was hit by a pitch and hit into a sacrifice RBI his last time up. And the pitch to Everhart. He lays down a bunt trying to catch the Petersburg defense off guard, but it goes foul behind the plate. And if Everhart got that down, depending on where exactly it went, if he was able to get it down into that in between third and the pitcher, he probably reaches because obviously Petersburg was not expecting a bunt with 1 down, but Everhart has that speed. And the next pitch, he swings away, pops it toward the right field line, and it goes out of play.
Oh. Got near the camera.
The Golden Tornadoes are in attendance, getting ready for their matchup with Petersburg, and then the final game here tonight against Martinsburg between Kaiser and Martinsburg, the final of the 3-game kind of mixer going on here at P.O. Faulkner Park. Time called here behind the plate by Keegan Everhart, who sits in on a no-ball, 2-strike count. A 9-0 lead for the Bulldogs, 1 down here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And the pitch to Keegan Everhart, a called strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts here from Wolford, both of them looking from the 8-9 hitters of Martinsburg, and that will bring Logan Wilt now to the plate as he's playing center field for the Bulldogs in relief of Jordan Camby.
He's in left field.
Okay.
According to, I don't know, Game Changer.
That is correct, I believe.
Well, it has right field to left field for Wilt. So I don't know. I think there might be changes upcoming.
Could be.
Because there's some other changes.
Looks like Sparr's going to check in for Oviedo, so that could be one of those changes.
It's like Murphy Clement's slated to get a right field, unless he already did, and just kind of lost it in the Game Changer. But trying to get everybody in here.
Yep, 9-0 lead, a 2-0 count here on Logan Wilt. You want to take a look at these guys, too. We talked about there's a lot of competition for those corner outfield spots that will kind of continue throughout the early part of the season for the Bulldogs. This one taken low for ball 3. Logan Wilt's a guy that I thought maybe had solidified himself in the lineup based on how he ended last season. Really started to find his bat, played some good defense, but at least early to start this year, he's been kind of in and out of the lineup. We'll see if he can pick things up or somebody else emerges. And he'll take this one for ball 4. So 2-out walk drawn by Wilt, and that will bring Spar into the game.
I think we might have just been a little ahead on the who's coming up or who's coming in. That might be it.
And Trey Spar will check in. A runner on first now, and Logan Wilt. And 2 down, and the pitch to Spar misses low below the knees for ball 1. So opportunity for him to come in and deliver a big hit. Senior. 2 down in the inning. Look down from the pitcher from Wolford, and taking off and running is Logan Wilt, and he's in there of a stolen base.
Yeah, catcher's indifference there, didn't move.
Well, he took off before the pitch was thrown, so I think that would be a stolen base there by Wilt. And Spar awaits the next one on a 1-1 count with 2 outs.
Gapper could score him.
The pitch to Spar misses outside for a ball.
It kind of slipped off the hand there, didn't go where he wanted it to.
2 balls, 1 strike. Looks like that breeze is picking up a little bit there.
It's like in some softball action, Hedgesville beat Kaiser. Kaiser beat Hedgesville 21-10 in softball.
Interesting score there. That one hits the zone for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, 2 down. Bulldogs 9. Petersburg nothing. Bottom half of the 4th inning.
Looks like that was game 1 of a doubleheader. The other one's slated to get going here soon.
The pitch to Spar. Taken inside at the knees for strike number 3. So 3 strikeouts that inning, all of them looking from the Bulldogs. We'll head to the 5th. Martinsburg 9, Petersburg nothing. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
Hey! And the streak continues! CMA's Martinsburg dealerships continue to knock out the competition with their competitive pricing, extensive selection, and lifetime powertrain warranty. With over 450 new and used vehicles in stock and on the way, CMA won't leave you waiting on a bench.
That's right, CMA's Martinsburg dealerships are once again the most valuable dealers in the area.
For the strongest and deepest lineups, visit CMA's Martinsburg dealerships online at martinsburg.cmacars.com today. And good luck to all Panhandle High School student athletes.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Back to P.O. Faulkner Park. We got a pitching change here for the Bulldogs. Our pitching changes are brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. At 121 Administrative Drive, call 304-263-3361. New pitcher for the Bulldogs, Parker Robinson. Spencer Jameer Brown, good outing in his first varsity action on the mound.
Yeah, first varsity action for him this year, getting the start. 4 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts, 67 pitches, 45 of those for strikes, facing 16 batters. That closes his day. And on the mound now, Parker Robinson, who also making his varsity debut.
Robinson, a junior for the Bulldogs. And he gets ready to deliver his first pitches of the year to this Petersburg squad. It's Malsey, Roball, Evans due up for the Vikings. And now we get to see the lefty Robinson in the pitch. Popped up and fouled down the third base line, out of play as well. So Brown ends it with 3 straight strikeouts, part of his 7 strikeout day in just 4 innings. Definitely got to be excited about his future. We'll see what Robinson can do here in relief. The pitch, low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Malsey.
Update from Musselman. They scored a run here in the 4th inning as a Baden-Hartman doubled.
This one ripped down the third baseline into left field for Malsey. That gets down for a base hit. Now bring Roball to the plate.
Get this, Nick. Back to this Baden-Hartman double. He doubled on a fly ball to the center fielder. Then he got a Little League home run. He scored on an error by the center fielder.
It's good to hear.
Didn't have to sit on base at all. And now it's 3-1. Greenbrier East still leading.
This one popped up a foul as well by Roball. So runner on first base. Hunter Malsey, singles. Robinson gets ahead 0-1 on the number 9 hitter. Roball, the pitch, missing. Throw down, though, from the catcher. Got him and with the throw, but it's dropped over there at first. So that allows the runner to slide back in safely. And Malsey, great throw, though, by the catcher, Victor Maruco. No balls, 2 strikes here, no outs. Runner on first base for Malsey, or with Malsey for Petersburg. The next pitch from Robinson is a swing and miss, strike 3. Nasty looking breaking ball from the junior.
He's got some stuff, I'll tell you that.
Number 34,
Cario doing a great job behind the plate as well. You know, unfortunately for him, just because Siffert's going to be your everyday catcher barring an injury. But in this doubleheaders, you get a little bit of time.
The opportunity to show what you can do behind the plate as well. We know Landon Sifford can play outfield, so if he's able to produce from a hitting perspective, we know there's been some questions about these corner outfielders in terms of who's going to get the playing time. You know, you could see a situation there where he takes over as the catcher. Maybe you move Sifford out to the outfield. I know Sifford's going to catch at the next level, but sometimes you got to do what's best for the team currently.
Yeah.
If you get similar defense, there's another strikeout there from Robinson back to back.
It was a great pitch.
I'll bring Van Meter to the plate. He flew out to right his last time up. Strikeout in the first. Here's the pitch from Robinson. Called strike one.
First time for Robinson. Success early.
Yeah, started giving up that hit, but now is really delivering some good pitches. The left-hander hits the zone again. Strike two. Sometimes, too, I mean, when you get your opportunity a little bit later in your career as a junior, you've been waiting for that opportunity, and so far, he's looking good in this one. The next pitch from Robinson misses inside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And pitching is still very much open on this team as well behind, you know, Boober and Lupus, who have the experience. You really don't know who's going to emerge in this rotation. The next pitch hit towards second, a diving play, an excellent play by Keegan Everhart to end the inning, robbing Van Meter of a base hit. We will head to the top of the fifth. I'm sorry, the bottom of the fifth, with Martinsburg leading 9-0. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. 9-0 Bulldogs. Dogs also coming to the plate. And we'll see if they can walk it off here, Spencer, in a different kind of way.
Yeah.
With the run rule in place after 5 innings, but Martinsburg has gone into its bench quite a bit here. Coming to the plate is Owen Rupenthal. The pitch, breaking ball, called strike one. Wolford, though, with his off-speed pitches, has gotten himself back on track to kind of slow down this Martinsburg offense a little bit as of late. And the 0-1 pitch to Rupenthal is lined into right field. That gets over the second baseman and into right field. Rupenthal thinking two, slides in there with the double. So Owen Rupenthal coming in with a double.
Now it's scoring.
And Macario has an opportunity.
Macario has the opportunity to walk this thing off.
So aggressive base running there from Rupenthal gets him in safely with a leadoff double. The pitch to Macario popped up into shallow left. Not what you wanted there. Is
but could
caught
have
is
been trouble
made.
in the sun, but he's able to get it. Also, we'll get another pinch hitter here. Looks like Eric King will pinch hit.
So King coming to the plate. Rubenthal standing on second base with the double.
Number 33, Eric King.
Come in for Boober. Boober 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, closes out his game 1 of the day.
So we'll see what King can do.
Has he played this year? Let me see if he's gotten a hit yet.
Pitch to Eric King, a big swing and a miss for strike 1.
I believe this is his first plate appearance of the season. According to the Game Changer stats. First action of the year.
King.
Just a young season, 7 games in.
Sits in on 0-1 count. Calls time.
Big opportunity for him to gain some playing time in his senior season if he can get a hit here. Show Coach Byler and that coaching staff that he's got a bat that could come in when needed.
Rubenthal leads off of second base. The pitch to Eric King. Curveball in there for a called strike 2.
These curveballs are they're looking like they're trying to get you off the plate, but they come right into the zone, Nick. Those are some good curveballs.
He's definitely found his touch with that pitch. 0-2 count. Runner on second and Rubenthal. Pitch to Eric King a little bit low. Below the knees for ball 1. 1-2 with 1 out. And King calls time again as the things heat up. Obviously, Petersburg knows that a base hit, presuming it's well hit, can score. Rubenthal there from second and would end this ball game in 5 innings. The pitch to Eric King, high for a ball. It's a good eye from King there on the tough-to-read curveball from Wolford. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The only thing about taking a walk here would set up that double play with 1 out already.
Well, that was only ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to King. Hit hard into center field.
High.
And it is caught out there in center for out number 2. Now bring Parker Robinson to the plate. He'll hit for himself here. So Ben Reisenweber out of the game. We saw what Robinson can do as a pitcher. Now he'd like to come through here, the junior at the plate. Two outs. Runner on second and Rubenthal. He led things off with a leadoff double. Robinson to the plate. The pitch taken outside for ball 1.
That curveball didn't curve.
Wolford in relief of Owen Reel here today. Settled things down in these middle innings. See if Martinsburg can extend the lead. The next pitch called a strike on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Robinson.
83 pitches now for Wolford.
The next pitch called strike 2. So Robinson falls behind. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner on second base. And Owen Rubenthal. The pitcher, Parker Robinson, worked well in relief in the last half inning. Can he come through with a hit here? The next pitch, missing outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Robinson, the junior, getting some of his first varsity action here in this ball game. against the Petersburg Vikings. The next pitch, low for ball 3. It's a full count. Good at bat here from Parker Robinson. Trying to end this one with a well-hit baseball for a base hit. A runner on second and a 9-0 lead in the 5th. The next pitch, hit into center field. That will get down for a base hit. Rubenthal around third. Center fielder has issues with it, and that is your ball game. Parker Robinson with the double, and it is 10-0 Bulldogs in 5 innings. Martinsburg gets the run rule win, Spencer, and good piece of hitting from Parker Robinson there as he got behind in the count, but worked it back to a full count and came through to win it for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think Parker Robinson came in with a hit or a plate appearance in this, and he came in to pitch, did very well last inning. He had the 1 inning, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, so he struck them all out. 10 strikeouts on the day for the Bulldogs, but I think they really needed this one. I mean, it is Petersburg, it is a single-A school, but just, you lose 3 straight. Any win is huge, and I think this one can turn that confidence around, especially if they're able to perform well against Kaiser later on in the day and sweep the doubleheader.
So 10-0 win for the Dogs. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the post-game show.
We'll be joined at some point by head coach Aaron Byler.
Yep, so looking forward to that. But this is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Rock's Grab and Go is made fresh daily. Grab and Go, now available at Rock's local market. Rock's Grab and Go is made fresh daily. Grab and Go, now available at Rock's local market.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the postgame show. So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome you back to Martinsburg as we begin the Rocks Fast, Fresh, Friendly post-game show. Rocks local markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rocks Fast, Fresh, Friendly. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, here on the post-game show. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop, who you'll hear from in just a little bit. Our cameramen this afternoon, Kyle McLaughlin, along with Braden Schaffner. And Spencer, we talked about it in the pregame. A Martinsburg team that really needed a win, and they were able to get that here in game one of a double header. And we now wait for head coach Aaron Byler, but also now 5-3 record on the year for the Bulldogs.
He pops up right there.
Yeah, there you go. 10-0
Get this out
win.
of the way.
And we'll be joined by Coach Byler as he puts the headset on. And Coach, good win for your team, 10-0. I think the standout there was Jameer Brown. The freshman comes out in his first varsity action on the mound and starts the game with 3 strikeouts, finishes with 7. What were your thoughts on his performance?
Thought he pitched really, really well. Thought he commanded the zone. Thought he, got ahead of hitters all day long, and we played relatively well defense behind him. So that was the goal coming in. Everything kind of worked out how we planned with Jameer pitching and be able to get some guys in the game.
And you talk about getting guys in the game. You get Parker Robinson in to pitch, and then he becomes the, walk-off winner today as he's able to get that RBI, but also comes in and has 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, Parker's a kid that's very capable on the mound for us. He just hasn't got a lot of innings because there hasn't been a lot of innings for him because fortunately our pitching staff's been going deep, and we're starting to get a little deeper with our pitching staff. But really great to see Parker come in there and have it hit the game-winning hit, and really good to get some other guys at bats too. So happy to see that.
What are you able to take away from those moments where you get other guys into the game and they're able to produce for you? What does that say about your team and your program?
Well, I think the main thing is, and what I kind of always preach to the guys, is that good programs have guys waiting in the wings, and good programs have guys that if you're not competing and if you're not playing at a high level, that are going to take your spot. And I think we definitely have that. I think we have great guys on the bench that are great teammates. And I thought that our starters did a great job of still being in the game when they came out. And, just proud of them. I thought it worked out really, really well.
Kaiser here, your next game. They'll be taking on Petersburg in just a little bit. What do you do in between these games, and then what are you kind of looking forward to about that matchup?
Well, I hope they don't eat too much for lunch and get tired. Just kind of relax. Kaiser's very good. Like I told you in the pregame interview, Kaiser's a very capable team. We're going to have to be able to flip the switch and get back after it. And like I tell the guys all the time, the season's about adversity. The season's about days like today where it's beautiful outside and you get to play a doubleheader, but we have a little bit of break in between, and it's about how they respond to that. Baseball is a game of ups and downs and different situations and different environments, and this is a little bit different, environment with a longer break. And I'm curious how they respond. I hope we'll respond well.
And while we have you here, who are you going to start on the mound for Game 2?
Game 2 is Ben Reisweber.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. There we go.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we'll stick around, and good luck for Game 2.
All right. Thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you, Coach Aaron Byler's. His team gets the 10-0 win over Petersburg, and we'll now kind of get into the post-game show a little bit more and get into the game stats and summary. We'll start with the summary brought to you by the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-0809 or go to FMIWV.com. 7 runs in that first inning for Martinsburg to kind of set the tone. You come back in the second with 2 more runs. It was a 9-0 lead at that point. But then you saw Petersburg get into it on the mound. Wolford really gave them some solid innings in those 3rd, 4th, and even the 5th there before Parker Robinson comes through at the base knock after the Owen Rubenthal double. And the Bulldogs take the 10-0 win in 5 innings on 9 hits. No errors between both teams on the official scoring there, and 4 hits for Petersburg. Some individual numbers here. Jordan Camby goes 1 for 2 with an RBI, a walk, and a run scored. Lupus 1 for 2 with a run scored, 2 RBIs on the day. Landon Sifford 2 for 3 RBI for him. Owen Rubenthal 1 for 1 with a run scored, 2 for 3 for Carson Buber, 2 runs, 2 RBIs for him. Reisenweber scores a run, goes 0 for 2, 1 for 1 for Parker Robinson. Christian Alter 1 for 2 with a run score and RBI. Also Robinson, obviously, the RBI there at the end. Everhart goes 0 for 1, scores or drives in a run, and Isaac Grove scores a run, 2 walks on the day, 0 for 1 at the plate.
Nick, I think the story of this game was the I guess you'd call it young and inexperienced pitching that Martinsburg had, was able to show out in 5 innings, and 4 for Jameer Brown, the freshman, giving up just 3 hits, striking out 7, and then Parker Robinson, the junior, coming in, who, as you heard Coach Byler say, just hasn't had the opportunities to pitch. He came in, gave up just 1 hit, and struck out the side. So, that was an efficient inning for him with just 14 pitches, 11 of them for strikes, And then Brown, 67 pitches, 45 for strikes. When you strike out 7, your pitch count is gonna, it's gonna be inflated a little bit. But I think overall, the story of the day really was that first inning when you had your guys and you were able to bat around in the inning, and then it was the pitching throughout the 5 innings. And your guys that you expect to hit, they came to play today. RBIs for Camby, Lupus, Sifford, and Buber. Those are kind of your main guys on your team, and they were able to come through in that first and second inning to put it up at 9-0. And then Parker Robinson, you come in to pitch in the top of the 5th inning, and then you come in and you get that game-winning RBI hit in the bottom of that 5th inning. It's got to give him some confidence knowing that he can do it at the varsity level, and he's getting his shot.
Yeah, definitely a good win for the Bulldogs after kind of a tough week in the EPAC. We'll see if they're able to do it in Game 2. We'll continue here with these game stats. Go to the Petersburg side. Just 4 hits for Petersburg between 2 players. Tingler goes 2 for 2, and a 2 for 2 day for Mozzie. Real works only a third of an inning, 4 hits, 7 earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Wolford, though, settled things down a little bit. 4 1/3, 3 runs, scored 3 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. 10-0 win for Martinsburg. Our game stats are brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora retailer on Route 11 South. Inwood, taking care of you like nobody's business. And then finally, Spencer, we hinted at it there, but your player of the game brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
Well, I'm going to go back to 2022, Spencer, and we're going to have to.
You got more than one.
I mean, it's hard not to with the situation at hand. And, Jameer Brown, his first start on the mound. And I just mentioned those numbers, 4 innings, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts. Parker Robinson coming in, 1 inning, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and then him getting that RBI hit. That is, to me, the Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers players of the game. I mean, somebody did it a couple weeks ago. Who was it?
Tripp.
It was Tripp.
Who else would it be?
That's true. We'll hear from Tripp later on. He's going to make an appearance today coming back from Morgantown. But, Parker Robinson and Jameer Brown, my 2 players of the game, well deserving for those 2 men who don't usually get to play. Brown getting his first start on the mound, and then Robinson who hasn't really cracked the lineup yet, but I think he will.
Yeah, good stuff from both those guys. So that does it here for us. Again, stay tuned. We'll be back on following this Petersburg-Kaiser game. So make certain to have your YouTube notifications on if you're watching that way, or check up on Facebook for when the official start time will be once this one concludes. It'll be about 30 minutes after, but we're not airing this game. So
I would imagine that things are kind of on schedule, maybe a few minutes behind at this point.
We'll have to wait and see, though, how this one plays out. So this is, once again, your final score, Martinsburg 10, Petersburg nothing. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, you'll hear from Dylan Bishop with a scoreboard update for you.
He's got a Muscle Greenbrier East update as well.
But that does it here for us. For Braden Schaffner, Colin McLaughlin, Spencer Dupuis, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long for now. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value Brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Jambo Construction and Fencing Company, LLC is a veteran-owned and operated company right here in the Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia that specializes in decks, fencing, and hardscaping. Find us on Facebook at Jambo Construction and Fencing to see more of the projects we've completed. For a free estimate, you can call Bo Bartley at 304-268-5452 or Jamie Gall at 304-279-5053. We are licensed and insured in the state of West Virginia, and as Martinsburg alums, we say, go Bulldogs.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Welcome into the post-game scoreboard show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the work done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Dylan Bishop here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. The game that you just tuned into was Martinsburg getting a 10-0 victory over Petersburg, 10-0 in 5 innings, and that will be the first game in a triple header going on at P.O. Faulkner Park. Kaiser and Petersburg will take on each other here just momentarily, but then we will pick back up here with coverage on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, of course, at around 5 o'clock. Following the conclusion of that game, for Martinsburg to go back on the field to face the Kaiser Golden Hurricane. So, other games that we have going on around the Eastern Panhandle right now, Musselman up 6-3 in the top of the 5th inning against Greenbrier East. So that's what we have right now. And again, as he said, we will have Kaiser and Petersburg happening at Martinsburg, and then Martinsburg hosting Kaiser later on this evening. Some scores from around the rest of the sports world right now. One game going on in the NHL currently. Predators with a 2-0 lead against the St. Louis Blues. 12:42 left in the second period. In that one, full slate of NHL games going on today, as well as a full slate of baseball. One game going on in Major League Baseball right now just went underway. Top of the first inning in Houston, as the Astros and White Sox take on each other. No score there. And just now, first pitch in St. Louis as the Cardinals host the Blue Jays. The Nationals will be hosting the Atlanta Braves at 4:05, and the Orioles will be in Boston taking on the Red Sox at 4:10. Kramer and Sale on the mound in Boston, Strider and Gray in D.C. So again, the game you just had here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Petersburg 0, Martinsburg 10. The 10-0 victory for the Bulldogs in 5 innings. This has been the post-game scoreboard show brought to you by Cody's Auto Body here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Again, we'll be back later on around 5 o'clock for the Martinsburg and Kaiser varsity baseball game. Third game in a triple header of games at P.O. Faulkner Park. A double header on the day for all 3 teams involved. We'll speak to you soon. Make sure you stay tuned in to all of Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 social media and other outlets, so you can see exactly when that game is going to get underway. But around 5 o'clock, you should expect Martinsburg and Kaiser. This has been the post-game scoreboard show. I'm Dylan Bishop, hoping you have a good rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you later.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, The Skinner Law Firm, Laddie's, Trips Flooring, Jambo Construction and Fencing, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Smallwood and Small Insurance, CMA Honda of Winchester, Bechtel Jewelers, Cody's Auto Body, Rock's Local Markets, CMA Toyota Chevrolet of Martinsburg, Orsini's Home Store, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, and by Hagerstown Ford.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.